Hello there YouTube and welcome to another Carboot haul video. As you can see, we have an awful lot of stuff this week. Some very cool stuff, and we'll save the big expensive bits to the end. But yeah, lots of cool things. Spent a fair bit of money. Haven't totted it all up yet, but maybe you guys can be the mathematicians for me. Anyway, let's start over here. So found these Return of the Jedi comics, and then there was another old one, which was Star Wars featuring Indiana Jones. Asked how much these were, thinking they might be a bit expensive, but they were 50p each. He has issues 1 to 9 of these 1990s Star Wars ones as well. So I ended up buying, what was that, 9, 10, 11, ended up with 12 of those. He had this Star Wars Darth Vader money bank. Now, I had one of these when I was a kid. Like, I got one for Christmas one year. I remember me, my brother and sister all got one. This one is unopened, still with the chocolate coins. The packaging is really cool, but I don't think I could eat the chocolate now. It's a little bit out of date. But it is still in the bottom there. Box is a little bit busted, I have to admit, on the front there. And he threw in this big poster as well. It's not like an old one. It's from a magazine called Total. But it is massive and of the original thing. So in the end, that was £8. And when I was going through it, I found this, which are some little temporary tattoos from Minute Maid, which are, or Express Made, Lions Made, something like that. Yeah, some sort of ice cream company, Star Wars tattoos as well. Bit of a bargain. Next bundle here. I don't know who these people were. They must have turned up really late. And as I walked over, someone had pulled out loads of Build-A-Bear teddy bears. There was like 6 or 7 of them. One of them was a Spider-Man one. They all looked in really good nick. And I didn't realise that the thing they put it on, they were also haggling on the price of, and they ended up getting something like 7 Build-A-Bears with all their gear for like £8 and this big box of whatever underneath. So yeah, they were giving stuff away. So I found this light up alien goo egg, which I don't think is actually lighting up, but it is very sunny today, so maybe it's just not showing. I asked her how much that was. She said 20p. Then I found a rocket raccoon. Found this elephant, which is very soft, but it says BBC Earth on it. It's like a BBC elephant. And the rocket. Found a Steven Seagal. He was pretty cool, with some chips or maybe a sausage roll in his mouth there. This turtle, which is very soft, and although it's not a BBC one, it says Your Planet. Don't know what that is. These 2 dragons. Now, one of the traders has this, lovely bloke, but he wanted a tenner for it. This one's working, I've tested it. This one, I think, just needs new batteries, we'll have to try out. For the 4 teddy bears, the 2 dinosaurs, the egg, and these comics, this Sunny Stories, another Sunny Stories, and Uncle Scrooge the Lemonade King, Bugs Bunny at the Country Fair, Mickey Mouse and the Spaceship, Scamp, that one, Jumbo's Moving, and Portly Piggy's Mistake. That whole bundle was a £5, and I thought, I can't really complain about that, can I? It's less than £1 each for these things, and throwing all that in, so happy with that. Did see that there was another fella rooting around in another box, and it had like the Saw guy on a bicycle, and he was like massive. There was loads of action figures and stuff in there. He bought the whole box for £25, so missed out there, but still got some alright stuff. Bought this fella, little Super Mario. Ho ho, hey, it's me, Mario. Ho ho. He was 50p. Happy with him. Tried to buy this from someone, rummaged in the box, found it. I don't know what it does, don't know what it's from, just thought it was a cool looking thing, and then realised there was literally no one at the stall. So I hung around for about 5 minutes, and after a while I just thought, sod it, I think this is worth about 20p, so I just put 20p on the table, and off we went. Some people had a pile of free stuff. I found this cool van sticker, 2 of these little pots with what looks like sand in, so I'll probably remove the sand. Fill it with my own one day, a little gemstone and a little heart pendant thing, so that was a nice little pile of freebies. Bought these 2, they're pencil toppers from way back in the day. I forget what they're called now, but they were 10p each, so happy with that. Someone had a box of cars. They said the good ones were £1 and the rubbishy ones were 50p. I asked them how much this was, and they said, oh, that can be 50p. So I thought, oh, that's good for an old school transformer. I think that's what, G2? So G2 transformer. And as I gave her the 50p, she went, is that from Disney or something? I can't remember what she said it was from, but she asked something really random. Is it a Disney car? And I went, no. She went, oh, all right. So never mind. Found this young lad at the start of the car boot. He had these box full of little toys. Said how much? He said big ones are like 50p and little ones you can have like 5 for 50p. So I guess like 10p each. So I picked up these 2 little Green Rangers, this Millennium Falcon. And I was trying to find 2 other things, and he found these for me, Obi-Wan and Darth Maul. And he found the stand, and then he said, yeah, 50p for that. So I thought, oh, laughing, yeah, 10p each, winner. I went back later on, I found these, and there was one other, which was like some monkey-looking thing. And I said, how much? And he wanted £2 for 5. So I said, oh, right, well, what if I put the big one back? Could I have these 4 for maybe £1? And he was like, oh, yeah. So, okay, don't know what he was doing. Early on at the car boot, this fella had some Pokemon cards. So I'm going to rush through them with you now. These were 20p each. They are actually legit as well. So it's a cool Gengar VMAX. Don't even know what that fishy looking thing is. Rame, who knows. Pikachu in a packet. Vulpix in a packet. Glaceon VMAX in a packet. Stantler in a packet. Glastier. Another Glaceon, this one with a bit of Frosty on him, and then a couple of fallen down here. A Gyarados EX and a Cryo, whatever that is. 20p each, came to £2.20. He did sell me something else, which we'll probably look at later. I forget where it is, but somewhere in the pile here. These were a bit more expensive. This is a guy who really knows his Pokemon. One of them is £3, and the rest were 3 for 5. They're all just brilliant cards for my Psychic decks. That one's incredible. The 2 Innidees that heal all your troops up. That's a new one to me. The 2 ones that thing evolves from, and then this thing. So yeah, £15 for these, but they are actually beasts of cards. You can make some incredible decks with those. And then there was a young kiddie who had these. They were 2 of them were 45p each, and then the rest were 25p each. So it ended up being like £1.90 for them in the end. I think that's a shiny Snorlax as well. Yeah, so not so bad. £1.90. Definitely these are the bargain ones. But yeah, right. Let's move on to the next huge pile of tat. So found these people that had a few action figures. They had this old school movie, third movie Donatello, had this Spider-Man and this Godzilla. So I asked about these 2 first. This was £1, this was 50p. Then I saw this box here, which is just full of weapons and things. So I asked how much, and they said with those 2 and this, £10. And I was like, no, it's too much for me. And they said, well, you see the box, because it's like a Action Man box. They were like, the box is rare. And I went, what if I just don't take the box? And they said, well, in that case, a £5. So I thought, well, it's £3.50 for all these accessories. You only need to find a couple of good accessories, and you can probably make your money and then some. This one seems familiar to me. I can't think why. Anyway, bought the whole box, paid a £5 there. Then realised they had another table with some other toys on that the son was running. He had these 2. He did those 2 at 50p each. And then I found this. Oh my God. How much do you want for this? £1. I could not believe it. So I paid him and I went, you know who this is? And they went, no. And I went, that's Spider Jerusalem. They still had no idea who it was. He is from the Trans-Metropolitan comic books. I've been through the whole books to hopefully find his accessories, but I don't have them. But yeah, he is a really nice figure. I've never seen that. Never even knew they made that. Also bought this off them for 50p. And I bought this little Digimon off them for 50p too. Oh, this is what I bought from the other kid who had the £1.95 Pokemon cards. I bought these 3 for £1. So I gave him £3. So I guess they're £1.05 really. Bought these. from a lady, Playmobil. I think she wanted £3 for this one, and I think it was £1 for this one, and then it was 50p for this one, and then like £1 for that Jurassic Park mask over there. So in the end, I think I paid £5.50 for the 4 items, which I don't think was bad. There's a seller who does a big 50p pile, and they had this in a bag. All it says is instructions for inflating roly-poly and adding balls or something. I don't know. I asked them if they knew what it was, and they said they didn't. I thought it looked like it could be maybe Stalin or something. So anyway, I bought it for 50p. I said I'd find out what it was and let them know. So I got home. I haven't unfolded it all the way, but the more I unfold it, the more it became apparent this is some sort of Guinness promotional item, maybe something to do with rugby, I'm guessing. So we'll have to do a bit of investigating in that, see if we can find out how old it is, whether it's collectible, is it worth more than 50p? Who knows? We shall find out. Bought this nice crystal bracelet. It is Lepiodolite, a calming stone of transition. Oh, a calming stone of transition. It was 50p. This is actually quite an expensive crystal shop. They have a few in my local area that look like this. But yeah, they are not cheap. So that was definitely not 50p when they bought it. Bought these little fellas. They were like 10p each. So I ended up making a pile of 20. There's a lot of Toy Story ones. There's like, I guess, Wild Woods. Wind in the Willows, I mean. Not Wild Woods, Wind in the Willows. Yeah, just mostly Disney and just weird stuff. So, yeah, £2 for that. I don't know what this one's from. He's got an odd expression to his face that I kind of like. And the pig. Pig looks like he's getting ready to be carved up. Anyway, £2 there. Bought this fella. I can't remember if he was... I think he was 50p. I can't remember. And he makes sounds as well. There's a lady selling some Doll's House stuff that I got from my mum. Had this, my mum didn't want it, and then on the bottom I saw it had a price tag of £48, and they were selling it for £1. So I thought, this has got to be worth something. So I paid £1 for it. I looked online, they're selling for about a tenner, so not that spectacular after all. Got all of these Star Wars books. These were 3 for £1, and then I also got these books as well. This is one of those gaming books. I don't know if some of you are old enough to remember these, but these are one of those ones where it's like roll a dice or make a choice and then turn to page 45 if you decide to do this. And so, yeah, that looks pretty cool. Batman book, when it was back in the days when I liked Batman. Nightmare on Elm Street, the continuing story, parts 1, 2, and 3. Victims, I picked this one up just because I was trying to make it up to the nearest pound. Breeding Grounds. I love the sound of this one. This one's about like killer slugs invading. So that sounds great. Like that. And then another one of the action books, Dracula's Castle. Castle courtyard. Oh, it is unholy. She rises again, but now stands before you, once innocent, beautiful, and infinitely lethal. So yeah, nice. Selection of bouquets. I think it was £5 for all the books in the end. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, I think it was a £5 for the books. I also bought some temporary tattoos from them. This was £1 for the 4. Each one of them has 3 pages of temporary tattoos in, all identical to the ones you can see on the front here. But I just thought it's a lot of temporary tattoos for £1. Oh, this is the other thing. The bloke from the Pokemon that was very cheap this morning. He had these playing cards that he wanted £2 for. In fact, that would make it £4.20, and I told him I'd give him £4 so he didn't have to mess around with change. And he was like, yeah, that's great, like as if I was giving him more money, but I actually was asking for a price reduction. Some of these I don't know. Captain America I know there, and that's obviously Star-Lord and Thor and Iron Man. But yeah, some of these Avenger people I really don't know. They're quite nice cards though. They feel really, really high quality, and the box has got a nice shine to it. But yeah, £2 is still a lot of money. I bought this chunk of some sort of stone for 50p. I think this was the first thing that I bought. I bought this orca whale and this penguin. Wouldn't normally buy as many plushies as I actually have done today. Bought a lot of plushies. But these are from Loro Park. which is where I went last year on holiday. It was a really, really good zoo. I do have a parrot already, but not a penguin. I bought this Marks and Spencer's, what's his name, Paddington for £1, and this little Kinder Egg Bunny for 50p. Oh, same people that had the Loro Park had a big box of Lego, and I asked how much this dinosaur was, and they said, oh, the dinosaur can be £1, but we'd have to price the Lego up separate when my mum gets back. So I got this, looked this up online, they seem to go for about 20 quid, so that wasn't so bad. Excuse me. This was in a box of 4 items for £1, little gemstones of the world. This Badger sleep balm, which smells actually amazing, and this giant ball thing, marble, and a candle, which I'll show you in a moment. Got this nice little tub. This was 20p, covered in seashells. We all know where it's going to go. We're not going to say. This was in the 50p pile, the same people that had that inflatable thing. These nice little like handmade turtle things. They also had this nice C3PO magnet. And I asked if I could have both of them for 50p because they were so small. They said, yep, that's fine. Bought this Pinocchio puppet from the 1950s. This was £1. I've looked online. These go for stupid money. I might get like 50 quid for that silly little thing. So, winner. This bloke had some posters. Asked him how much the posters were. He said it depends which one. Found this one, which is a beauty on nice card. He said, oh, that one's 50p. So then I went through the whole box, found these nice fishies, found this one, found this one. There's another one very similar over there. And it was £3 for the 5 posters. Can't go wrong. This candle was in my 4 for £1 thing over there. Right. Oh, and I got a load of Where's Wally folders. There's 4 of those that were £4. Did we do these up here? I don't think we did. There's the mask that came from the other set. Paid £1 for this one. And £1 for this one. Love these guys. He actually makes the noise and works as well. He's like minty, considering he's like 44 years old. And another Schleich toy to go with my Velociraptor from last week. And ultimately, it brings us to this giant, massive Lego haul. So I was looking at this guy's stall. He had these bags of Nexus Knights. There's like 2 figures in each. He said they make like little mechs that they can fight in. And he wanted £2 a bag. So I grabbed 3 of those. Then he has this. This is the Jar Jar Binks Star Wars Micro Machine playset. Has all of the little micro pieces in it. Wanted 3 quid for that. So I was on 9. Started looking around. Saw this absolute monstrosity. Oh, he also had this little thing as well. Look how cute it is. Hi. Hi, little thing. So he wanted a £5 for that. So then I was on 14. And then I saw this massive Ghostbusters Lego truck. Shh. Go back to sleep. So this thing he wanted 50 quid for. So we were on 64. So we came to 60. When I went back later on to pick it up, quiet, baby. He had this like Disney princess thing. I forget which princess she is. The one in the blue dress with a horse and cart. This thing does not stop talking. And he had another Nexus Knight thing with loads of little figures. He wanted 4 quid each on those, and considering there was 4 figures in there, I thought it was probably worth it. He then gave me these 2 little mini toy things for nothing, and he threw in this big bag in the end. So this all cost me 68 quid for this, all these Nexus Knights, the Disney one, and this. It seems like a lot of money, guys. You don't normally see me dropping £50 notes at Carboots, but this is like a £120 playset. So yeah, I think it's worth the 50 quid. So overall, guys, I had quite a fun day. I found some really cool stuff that I really like. I found some stuff that's definitely worth some money. Like the Spider Jerusalem, might not be worth a lot to anyone else, but to me, priceless. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. Oh, there's the rest of the Where's Wally folders. So yeah, that was Car Boot Haul, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. There was some really cool stuff this week. Did I show you this guy? I'm not sure if I did. This is another little Playmobil. It's like a DJ, and it has a fox's face. Yeah, very cool. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. I've got other things to do today, but hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Take care. Bye.